Yo ho,
wanna fall
yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I'll just pull them up as we go through them. Or actually, I'm just going to pull them all up.
Do it.
Well, no, I'll just do one at a time.
Look at you. You're so organized.
Now you can see it.
Now you can see it. Now you don't. Now you can see it.
We almost, this is the day we get to 100 the next day.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, there's the horny toad picture.
It is.
Oh, snap.
We're not doing Patreon yet, so it doesn't matter.
When we do Patreon, we need to put that on there.
All right. So I'll say the question.
Okay.
And I'll let you answer it.
Okay, great. Just so you know, I've been recording us because I kind of like this exposition. I think it's funny.
Oh.
You can decide to put it in or not.
Okay, well, hi everyone.
Hello, podcast people.
Welcome to our podcast.
Hey, we're your hosts. Oh, sorry.
Oh, shoot. We're your hosts, Yeti Legs and
Basecamp.
This is the podcast Yeti walks into
Basecamp.
And this is episode 10.
10. Oh my god.
Wow, we just hit double digits on our episodes.
Double digits.
That's exciting. So this episode today is going to be our week 2 on the Pacific Crest Trail on our through hike in 2022.
And maybe 3. We'll see how far we go.
We'll see how far we go today.
Yeah, we're just telling our story.
Yeah, it's been kind of fun so far.
It's been a blast.
We've taken a little break from interviewing all the peeps.
For a minute,
but we'll get back to it.
Yes,
So we're going to implement a new category today. We will call it the question of the day.
Thanks to other podcast people for giving us this idea.
I know. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Before we ask this question, though, if you think periods are gross, skip ahead.
Is that all men?
Maybe. I don't know. But it's a good reality check. But yeah. If you think periods are gross, skip ahead maybe a couple minutes or a few minutes.
Yeah. So our question of the day is, you ready? Female business. This might be TMI for the guys, but it is something us females have to consider having the dreaded period on the trail.
Dun, dun, dun.
How did you prepare, and any thoughts on traditional tampons / pads versus cups versus discs, period panties, etc.? What the hell is a cup?
You want to know what a cup is?
I'm not answering this question. You're answering this question.
I know, but you're asking what is a cup. You want to know what a cup is?
Yeah.
So a cup, okay, and some people may get this better than I because I don't wear cups. But it's a cup, right? It's like yay big. And what you do is you put it inside of your hole. It's a thing that sucks into your hole, and then it fills with blood. And then you take it out, and you clean it, you wash it in the water or whatever, or rinse it out, and then you put it back in. So you're not you're not having to pack anything out. There's nothing bad about that, about the environment. It's just you putting it back in your hole.
Well, I guess it's eco-friendly.
Yeah, it's eco-friendly, I would say. But I didn't use a cup on the trail.
That's the green way to do it.
Yeah, I used to always, again, this is just me, but I would get nervous that the cup would get too far up. I used it, so I was there's a little string you can pull it out, I think. Women can correct me on this. Again, I don't know much about cups because I don't want to personally use them, but that's my choice.
Okay.
Everybody uses different things on the trail. That's a great question for other women, too.
That is.
Because I only have my point of view. Man, I need to bring some, prism into this conversation.
What's a disc?
Is it a UDI?
I don't know. What's a disc?
I think it's...
What are period panties? I've never heard of these things.
I actually don't know half these things other than period panties are like diapers. They soak up. It's a panty that soaks up the blood.
But that's the liner that you put in, right? You can also put a liner in your...
No, that's pad. That's a pad.
Oh.
But the disc, okay, ladies, I need people to comment on this one. I'm so sorry I'm failing us. I don't actually, can we look up what a disc is?
Yeah.
Because I'm very straightforward in the way I do period, and it has never changed. Okay, it's like a cup. Ouch, that looks like it would hurt, y'all. What?
Ooh.
That's big.
It's like a vagina condom. That's what it looks like.
It really does look like a vagina condom. Okay, anyone needs to look this up if you didn't ever know what a disc was. It looks like a condom.
Okay.
But that looks painful.
I didn't like that.
I mean, that looks like it stretches you. No, thank you. Not if you're married.
So what did you use on trail?
So I used...
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. I can't unsee that.
I know. Well, okay, if you use tampons, cup, disc, normally you don't need to wear underwear necessarily, but I wore pads, actually. And that's not a very comfortable one, to be honest. I chafed. But long story short, there's a mental trauma thing there. But I use pads. I don't like foreign objects going up my vagina. So, yeah, I use pads. So I had to carry in pads before I would start, and then I would pack them out in a Ziploc. It was disgusting. Yeah. So that was like what I did. But all women have different ways of doing that. I should really bring more females in and ask them that question too. Like, this should be a round table question for all females, because everybody has a different... I really want to ask like Prism this now, Songbird, Roy G. Like, I really want to ask this question now to them.
How did you prepare for periods on trail? Did you just wing it?
Well, no, I mean, I would know normally when my period would be. It would be regulated pretty well. And I was also on birth control, or I am on birth control. So I packed out birth control on trail. So I did walk with birth control. But I would know it would be around week 3 or week 4, my period. And then I normally kept pads, I feel like, with me on hand just in case I had an early period. But yeah, it's pretty disgusting. Yeah. I mean, I would use wet wipes every night, more so when I was on a period.
And here's the other thing that needs to be talked about is once your pad is spent, you have to carry it.
Yeah, you have to pack it out.
Ugh.
And it's heavy. Yeah. So, I mean, for every female, it's different. I'd say the cup, honestly, is probably the best one. It'd probably be the best one for people on trail. But I just can't. There's a literal mental thing there where I cannot put a foreign object up there. Like a plastic foreign object. Can't do it.
Huh.
Yeah. But yeah, all women are different. There you go.
All women are different.
I guess it's your preference. That's the answer. Whatever you prefer. But you should test that out before you get on trail. I was okay with carrying the weight for pads and packing them out.
They didn't feel that heavy, like packaged, unused.
No, they're pretty light. But then again, if you're an ultralight hiker, you don't want to carry out pads. Like,
That's true.
You know, and then you have to have an extra Ziploc to think about to add to your collection.
Well, you put it in your
my poop bag.
Your poop bag.
Well, I would make my poop bag the pad bag.
Ah.
Yeah.
Things that a lot of people don't talk about.
Lots of smells.
Lots of. Well, that is a great way to start our first question of the day.
You're welcome, you guys.
There you have it, folks.
So sorry.
There you have it.
I may have just traumatized a lot of you, but I mean, hey, this is the reality on trail.
It's a reality.
It is. Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that I am a male.
Yeah. The way, at some point, y'all, I'm going to do a podcast about what it's like to be a woman or what it's like to be a female on trail.
You mean an episode?
Yes, I'm in an episode.
Oh, so not a whole podcast. Okay.
No. No, I'm going to do an episode. What is it like to be a female? I think you should do an episode of what is it like to be a male. I think that would be fun.
You can't listen to it if I do it.
Why?
No.
Why?
This is me to all the other men out there.
But I can't listen to it after you're done?
I won't listen to your episode.
No, I want to listen to it, though. You can listen to mine. You're welcome. I might bring a woman onto it so that, we talk about women things.
You could do that.
Prism, I feel like, would be a good one for that.
Yeah. And still, a couples episode needs to happen.
Oh, that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
We just haven't decided when.
True. We gotta get through our story.
Yeah,
Should
maybe
we-
we'll break it up and do a couples in the middle.
We can do that.
Well, should we get started?
On week 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the end of week 1, you had your birthday celebration and you were knighted at the Nickel Brewing Company in Julian.
Yes.
And as Basecamp. And would you explain again why you were named Basecamp?
For those of you who didn't listen to the last episode, I think.
Yeah.
Didn't I mention it?
You did, but
okay.
For first-time listeners, why are you Basecamp?
If you did not listen to our last episode,
you should go back and listen to it. But
so I was named Basecamp because really, man, I don't even know how to explain it. I dissected the trail for 6 months before we started. Legitimately, I had literally put mile to mile day 1, mile to mile day 2, blah 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 blah. Here's our water sources. Here's our campsites. I literally did this for the entire trail. Took me 6 months. So at the beginning, like people are coming to me and being like, "Hey, Marie, where's our water sources? Or where do you want to camp tonight?" I'd be like, "Well, there's a great campsite and blah blah blah." And I also was very, very stickler about you should wear sunscreen. And then I was like, "Do you have an ice axe? You should be safe out in the snow. Like, I don't want you dying on my watch." And so I was very informative to a lot of people, I guess, on trail that didn't think about certain things or plan like I just planned way too intense, way too much.
mm-hmm.
But I did plan, and people would come to me a lot. And then they said that night, "You're like a base camp," because people come to a base camp to find shelter, to reset, to like regather their thoughts, information. I guess I was a safe place for people too. They'd talk to me about stuff. And so they were like, "Yeah, you're like going back to a base camp."
Oh, I love that.
So that's like the long version.
And Basecamp was thus born.
Yeah, I liked it. I was like, I like that. That sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. And then that night we walked back to our Airbnb and we let Optimist and Nathan pitch in the backyard, pitch their tents.
Yeah.
And we had a ride established or set up or scheduled or whatever to head out of Julian the next day back to Scissors Crossing Underpass. And it was with a guy from 2 Foot Adventures, right?
I think so.
Yeah, it wasn't the owner, but it was some connection through 2 Foot.
Yeah, he was a cool dude. Oh, I don't remember his name.
I can't remember his name either. But it was me, you, Optimist,
and Deuces.
And Deuces.
And before even all of that, though, we had a great conversation that night back at the Airbnb. Like Deuces and Optimist came into the Airbnb and we had talked about life and stuff. And then I forgot to take my birth control.
Yeah.
The next morning we had sex. And then I panicked because I didn't take my birth control. And I was like, "Oh my God, if I get pregnant on trail right before like we've just now started the trail, I'm going to panic."
Yeah.
And but I didn't get pregnant.
No.
No.
All is well in the realm.
All was well. But then we went back to trail.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that was day 8 where we went back into the desert under Scissors Crossing, and we started, and it was just a hot day. Climbed straight up from Scissors Crossing, kind of on and off with Optimist and Deuces.
That whole week was a hot week.
It was just a hot week in general.
And that was the day we saw the horny toads.
Yeah.
A lot.
We saw the actual horny toads. They're freaking lizards. They're not toads.
No, but I guess they kind of look like a frog. They look big, like a toad. And they got these horns, which we really should post this for you guys so you can see this. It's really funny.
It's such a cool picture.
Horny toads.
Yeah, we saw them that day. We didn't see them the day that we had to leave Boulder Oaks Campground because of their mating season.
We had no idea what was going on.
That was a little weird.
Well, yeah.
But that day we hit mile marker 90. And crap, I can't remember where we camped. Oh, we camped at the Third Gate Cache.
Oh, that's where we met Gup.
Yeah.
Gup.
The Third Gate Cache.
Sweet Gup.
This is actually pretty funny.
This is funny.
We got there with Optimist, and nobody else was at the campsite yet.
No.
So it was just the 3 of us. And we found our favorite sites. We put our backpacks down. And Optimist chose like this cozy little like carve out of a tree.
Yeah, it was real cozy.
It was real protected.
Mm-hmm. We hadn't yet found a spot. We just
plopped it in like a big open space.
Yeah. And then we had to walk down to a water cache, which was, what was it, a quarter mile away?
It was like a quarter mile downhill. So we
didn't
walk
want
back up.
Yeah, so we didn't want to take our stuff with us. And no one was at that campsite yet. And it was a really big open area.
It was huge.
Yeah.
So we go down, we get water from the cache, and we come back up. And there's this guy already pitching his tent in the spot that Optimus had claimed.
And he is like, what is he? I'm so sorry, Gup, if I say this wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's late 60s or mid 60s, mid 60s. And he's got this gray bushy beard, and he's got this hat that's like, looks like
it's a floppy hat,
flopping in the wind. And these, what are those? And cargo pants?
Yeah, he had on cargo pants. Yeah.
And he's as sweet as can be.
He was a cool guy. I liked him. And he seemed completely unaware that he had just taken Optimus campsite.
Yeah, and so Optimus didn't say anything.
No, but he gave a face. He was like, what do I do in this situation? And so he just moved over to the side.
It was funny. Yeah. And Gup was just setting up his tent, and
doing.
We all started talking, and then Deuces came up, Brother Paul came up. And then we were waiting for Roy G and Kurt.
Yeah, 6-pack.
We were hoping they could make it because we had drank a lot the night before. They hadn't taken a 0. But they said they were going to join us, and they did.
Well, they kind of joined us. They hiked right by us. And
they were grumpy.
Yeah, they didn't really stay and talk to us that night, but that was okay.
That was okay.
I mean, everybody has their days.
It was funny though.
Yeah. But the next morning, after they had gotten some good rest, they came over and said hello, and
we got a great picture.
We all got a great picture together. But this was a huge day because we were making our first triple-digit mile marker.
Triple digits!
I know.
And we lived in that for a while.
We did. Until we got to the thousands.
And then quadruple digits.
I know. So we hit mile marker 100.
100.
100.
I knew you were going to do that. I knew it.
Oh!
No.
Yeah. Oh, and this is when that guy commented on the picture or the video.
Oh.
Because I had headphones in.
Y'all, I was not okay with that.
And this dude commented, it was like, take your headphones out, bro.
Enjoy
Listen to nature. Like, well, we've got 2,653 miles of nature.
My heart rate went up when I read that comment.
Yeah.
My heart rate went up very, very high. And I probably started turning very red.
Yeah.
But you know what?
To each his own.
We didn't respond to it. Michelle did.
Yeah.
Our sweet Mish.
Thanks, Michelle, for being the bigger person there.
Yeah, she was like, oh, yeah, man. Like headphones out all the time or something. Who knows what she put. But I might have gone off on him. It was the way he said it.
It was the way he said it or typed it or whatever. But I mean, it was hard in the desert. It was so hot that sometimes you had to just zone out with headphones or with music or a podcast or something just to keep your mind occupied. Otherwise, you go to dark places quick.
Dark places.
Yeah.
Dark places fast.
That's the only dark place in the desert because there's no shade out there.
There's no shade except for junipers, sweet junipers.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, but that was a hot. I mean, that whole week was really hot. But hey, that took us into 100 miles.
And then it took us into Montezuma,
which was such a special time.
Oh man, Montezuma was like a gathering spot.
It was.
Did we have cell service? Is that how we were able to get them to come and pick us up, or was it a Garmin message?
Well, we didn't have Garmin. Remember, our our Garmin thing wasn't working.
That's right.
So that's when we talked to the Garmin person.
That's right.
And we were like, hey, we don't know what's going on with our Garmin. So we never Garmined them. But I think we had cell service. So something else we started to do is we would always organize all the pickups and drop-offs of our group. I feel like whoever was a part of our group kind of like jumped onto the bandwagon.
I mean, if someone's got to do it.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like you had called them or messaged them, something like that. And she came and picked us up.
Yeah, they were doing shuttles to their little market at the time.
Yeah. And they had just, for those of you who don't know, Montezuma Valley Market is amazing. And they're this incredible little stop off that is like right after the 100-mile mark. And, you know, so the year before, unfortunately their market had burned down because of something that happened with hikers. And so was it a year before or 2 years before?
I just know it was before. I don't know how far.
But they had to like rebuild everything. It was really sad and devastating for
Yeah.
them. But they were rebuilding, so we went. We really wanted to support them,
Yeah.
and they picked us up, and we had a great time.
We really did. They had like a little like picnic area out front.
Mhm.
They had lots of supplies inside, lots
Yeah.
of food. Little like cabanas that you could rent, or like
Yeah, that they
little
were
houses.
starting to, like, they had just built them up, but they were completely booked when we got there.
Yeah, but they let us pitch in the backyard for $5 a piece on the one contingent
That
like
yeah.
agreement that no fires.
Yeah, because that's how the fire had happened before, is hikers hadn't kept, like, they didn't put the fire out completely, the campfire they had. And that's what sparked the entire fire that burned everything down, was hikers, sadly. And I'm like, commend them.
Was it a campfire or a camp stove?
No, it was a campfire.
It was?
Because they went to bed and they didn't like completely put it
Oh.
out, which is what sparked the whole thing. And
Mm.
so I commend Montezuma Valley Market for actually opening their home back up to hikers again. I'm like, wow, that's actually really beautiful.
Mhm.
That, you know, they took this and were like, let's make a store, like, let's Phoenix from the ashes kind of thing, and like made it. I think they're making it even more cool
I think it looks
than it was
awesome now.
before. Yeah.
Phoenix from the ashes. That's a good Harry Potter reference.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Montezuma Valley Market, Phoenix from the ashes.
Yeah, did you know the phoenix is like the symbol of the Dumbledore family?
Yeah, I did.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah. And we
Yeah.
figured that out. Well, I figured that out in the third movie of the Dumbledore series, The Secrets of Dumbledore.
Oh, the Fantastic Beasts
They talk about that.
prequel or series?
Yeah.
3-part series?
Yeah.
Whatever.
They talk about Dumbledore's.
They do.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, the Phoenix.
Yeah.
Anyway. But in Montezuma, though, that's where we ran into Tumbleweed again.
Yeah, we saw him again.
We met Cougar Zero, and we met Razor.
Yeah.
And Butcher and Waterboy.
And Leon was there, and
Raccoon.
Optimus was there.
Yeah.
And Deuces.
Yeah.
Who else was there?
Was Roy G there?
I don't think so. Some guy named Dogfoot was there.
Dogfoot, who
Remember
we
him?
never met again.
Never saw him again.
But he did finish the trail, I think.
Yeah.
Dogfoot was there. Yeah, there was a couple other. It was like a whole group of us there.
There was.
Yeah, there was a big group.
That was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Oh, and they had little beers in a fridge inside. So of course we partook.
Yeah, and this was their early stages of coming back. Like, we were their first hikers, really, or
Yeah.
some of their first hikers to like come back and be a part of it. Yeah,
We raided that place.
we did.
Yeah.
Lots of beer and food, and we all had a fun time. We drank a lot that night over the picnic tables.
You
and
got microwave or oven pizzas.
I did. I got
right?
oven
Frozen
pizzas for everybody. We all split pizza that night. And then, gosh, we had a good night. We really bonded. Like, a lot of us just were very open, had some deep conversations, had a lot of laughs.
And I got my name that day.
And then the next day, wasn't it?
No, it was the same
Oh, I'm sorry.
day.
It was the same day.
Yeah.
That's right. You tell that story, baby. How did you get Yeti legs?
I was like 2 or 3 beers deep, and they were talking about like possible trail names for me. And Leon, who had just been recently named Raccoon. Was like, you should be called like Leg Day or something. And like Leg Day sounds cool, but it wasn't what I was really looking for. And I forget how it came up, but somebody was like, you should go touch the Yeti statue over there. Or maybe I volunteered to do it. I can't even remember. But there's this giant white Yeti statue at Montezuma Valley Market. And I went over and I palmed its ass with my whole hand.
You cupped it.
Cupped it. And there was like, the sun was beaming from behind the trees, and like these giant like rays of orange were in the backdrop. And
it's very artistic
it
picture.
was. And Optimus got the picture, but Deuces was like, I've got the name Yeti Legs. And it was partly because I was touching the Yeti's ass, but also because I just had these big, like muscular, extremely white legs.
Mm-hmm.
And they were trying to come up with a name that had to do with that. And so Yeti Legs was born.
Yeah.
And Deuces knighted me with an ice axe.
In front of the Yeti statue.
In front of the Yeti. It's very appropriate.
The white Yeti.
Super white Yeti.
Very white, massive Yeti.
It looks bleached out in all the pictures and videos.
Mm-hmm. But also to preface, like, Wesley had ungodly legs before we even started. And so, and everybody, all especially the guys, they would check out Wesley's legs and be like, dude, your legs, man. How did you get such legs? Like this was a thing before we even like
I would say less ungodly, more like demigod, like Hercules. I accept that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It was just really funny because it was all the guys. Like I'm sure the girls were thinking it too, but they wouldn't say it because I was around. But like all the guys were definitely like, dude, your legs, man. You got some legs. How'd you get those legs?
It's funny in the Jacintos and the next coming up week, Shroom Boots was like, "Hey man, no homo, but like
Your legs, man.
your legs are really nice."
They're really nice, man.
It was just funny that he said
No,
that.
it was before. It was in Sanjak
That's
when he
what
did it.
That's what I said. in the
Oh, I'm
Jacintos.
sorry. Was that? Oh, that was the next week.
That's
after.
week 3.
Sorry,
Yeah.
my brain is all over the place. Okay.
It's all right. But so we woke up at Montezuma Valley Market. We got a last few like things from the shop, mainly just food and condiments. And then we had Eagle Rock that day.
Yeah, that was cool.
You remember that?
Yeah, I do. And I remember we saw it from far away too.
Yeah, you can see it from far away. There were a lot of like fighter jets in the sky that day.
Yeah,
as we were hiking. And as we are approaching Eagle Rock, there's like a cluster of people over there. And at this point, we're so OCD about not breaking our footpath so early on.
Wesley was OCD.
that I was trying to like really pay attention to where exactly we split off to go up to Eagle Rock. Because it's not on trail, it's just off of trail.
I was of the mind of, babe, as long as we have a continuous footpath, I don't care. But Wesley at that time was more like, no, we need to go back from where we came. And I was like, okay, I respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a little anal about it.
It was great.
Yeah. Was it?
Yeah. I mean, it's probably why we actually had a continuous footpath throughout the entire trail.
Okay.
I think.
I'll take credit
it's your
for that.
conviction. Even though I had a funny like moment later where I was like, no, we must go back here, like a Freudian slip. But
Hercules conviction.
Hercules. Yeah. Is that why that song "I Will Find My Way" is?
I will
is like,
find my way.
I can go the distance.
Yeah.
Is like your song.
Y'all listen to the Peyton Parrish cover of "Go the Distance."
It's the Hercules song, and we've decided it's like it is the theme song of Through Hikers.
It is. I don't care how far I'll make it there. I'll make it there somehow.
Wait, it starts out. I have often dreamed of a far off place.
I have often dreamed of a far off place
with a
where a hero's welcome.
Oh yeah,
will be waiting for me,
and the crowds will cheer when they see my face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, you should listen to it. It's actually quite a Through Hikers theme song.
Oh gosh, whenever you're on like a really sucky climb,
listen to that.
Put that on repeat, and you'll blow up that climb.
I am on my way. I can go the distance. I'll be there someday. It's perfect.
If I can be strong,
I know every mile will be worth my while. It's really low.
I would go most anywhere to find where I belong.
Yep. Yeah. It's a Through Hiker theme song.
It is.
You're welcome.
For that little serenade.
Okay, back to our so this day on Eagle Rock, it was a very open exposed day. I remember that.
Giant open meadow.
Which was beautiful.
Yeah. We saw tumbleweed out there again.
Tumbleweed, that's when we really like started becoming friends with Tumbleweed.
I was just so shocked at how fast his pace was.
Golly, him and Cougar Zero.
And Tumbleweed had these knee brace things on. And he was still booking 3 to 4 miles per hour.
I know.
That's truly nuts.
We may be slow as turtles, but we kept finding these people again.
Yeah.
It's like, I guess because we were just so consistent, and they may blow through miles, but they would stop early.
It's the tortoise and the hare race.
Yeah. Well, and I'm the tortoise. Like, you're a hare.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's be honest. In the world of hiking, you're the hare. I'm a tortoise.
I'm a Hercules.
Okay. Sure.
Sure.
Okay. That works. But
what was significant about Eagle Rock? Oh, we had a little snack there, and there were lizards climbing all over the thing.
everywhere.
It was kind of cool.
It was a fun little eagle. I mean, Eagle Rock is really cool. Like you look at the pictures of Eagle Rock and it looks just like an eagle.
Yeah, it was a very sacred space for the Native
Mhm.
Americans that lived in that area.
You say more. Do you know any more about that?
That's really all that I know. But I mean, I'm not sure if it was manipulated or carved at all by them or who came before them. But it is in the very immaculate shape of an eagle, just like rising up from the earth. It's kind of cool.
It is really cool. I think too, I was shocked at how early on it was because when I'd heard stories of Eagle Rock, and it's such a monumental thing on the trail.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought it was later on. And when we got to it, I was like, oh my gosh, we're already here.
It really is just like right there.
Yeah.
It is.
And it's right on trail, which was cool.
Or right off trail. Just off.
Okay. Off trail.
But
it's on trail. I mean,
if you're keeping a continuous footpath on the trail.
Okay. It's like right beside the trail.
It's like a few hundred feet.
Sure. Okay. Oh, and to go back to this, Tumbleweed said something that was really impactful in I'm sorry to go back to Montezuma, but didn't he say when we were in Montezuma?
You can't go back days.
No. May I have a pass?
You get one hall pass.
Thank you. Okay.
You're welcome.
This is my one pass then for this one.
I'll take you to the principal's office.
Who's the principal?
Me.
Oh. What are you gonna do there? I mean, then I might take more than one hall pass.
What were you saying?
Remember Tumbleweed said something about us as a couple?
Uh-huh.
Wasn't it at Montezuma?
Oh, yeah. He just said that we're really inspirational because we're out here doing this as a couple.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
And
it was really sweet.
He got into more like nuanced things, but I can't remember what they were.
It was really sweet. I just remember it being very impactful, encouraging to me, as, being a couple on trail.
I'll say it. This is the first time I've ever said this on this podcast, but I'll say it plenty more times. Tumbleweed is a deep motherfucker.
I didn't know what you were about to say. I'm like, my face was like, what is he about to say?
He's a DMF.
Yeah. And he's
deep
a BAM.
Motherlicka.
Yeah. He's truly one of the deepest people. The more we got to know him on trail, I was like, damn, this man knows himself and knows life in a way that so many people yet do not understand.
It's true.
He's so assertive and understands a lot.
And
but we can get into that.
He knows how to push through pain.
Yeah. And also embrace pain.
Uh-huh.
Like, man, we had a beautiful conversation, at Goat Rocks with him, which we'll definitely talk about more.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave it there for all of you because I mean, I cried when we were talking with him. Maybe we should talk with him about that.
We will talk with him
about
that.
He made me cry like so many times in good ways, good tears.
Yeah.
But
he listens.
Deep human.
He listens to The Man in the Arena daily. I think originally addressed by Roosevelt. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We should put that when we interview him in his podcast.
So we can start with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
He might get a little teary.
I think he might. I think he might get too excited.
Deep motherfucker.
Anyway. So, okay, going back to our week 2, we just went down a rabbit hole into 6 months right there.
Yeah. So Eagle Rock, we're leaving Eagle Rock, and I remember making a video. I don't know if I told you about this. I made a video for Bradley. So Bradley Black, my cousin / basically brother, the same guy who wrote our outro jingle, my kunkle.
Bradley, his kunkle.
I made a video for him and I sent it to him because every time up until that point, day 8, every time I sent him a picture, it was us drinking. And he's like, you don't even hike. All you do is drink beer.
Yeah, he's like, well, do you guys even hike though?
And so yes, I sent him a video when I was dripping sweat. The sun is cooking us. And
I do hike.
I just wanted to make that point known.
I appreciate that. And for those of you who really want to know what I mean by kunkle,
a lot of rabbit holes. This is a good episode.
Yeah, I know. I think rabbit holes are important.
They are.
Okay, I'm going to try to explain this. Can I explain it?
Go for it.
So Bradley and Wesley, think of these 2 young lads, and Wesley is a year older.
We're both gingers.
Both gingers. You truly could think they were brothers because that's how much they are similar, alike. They look alike. But why? So they're a cousin and an uncle. That's how they're related. So Bradley is Wesley's uncle.
And my cousin,
And then first cousin.
which makes me the cousin and the nephew.
Yeah, so Wesley's actually the nephew.
But I'm older than he is.
Which would that be like Knephew?
Uh,
Knephew. Or Nefuzzin?
I like Nuzzin.
Nuzzin. Okay,
Yeah.
so Wesley's the Nuzzin and Bradley's the Kunkel. But anyway, so it's all no incest, I swear. No incest.
It's all through marriage.
It's all through marriage. So Wesley's mother married. Wait, maybe you can explain this better than I can. You need a pizza box apparently for this.
Okay, so 2 sisters. One sister marries.
Once upon a time.
One sister marries a father. The other sister marries that father's son.
Which one do you think is Wesley's mother?
My mom married the son. And Bradley's mom married the father.
Which makes Wesley's grandfather Bradley's father.
Mind blown. I know. What can I say? The men of
Georgia, baby.
The men of the black family are just irresistible.
I mean, that ginger, though.
The ginger.
The ginger genes.
I know. You couldn't say no.
I did not say no.
No.
I still don't say no.
So, to my kunkel. Yeah, we were actually hiking out there. A little punk.
Yeah, it's true. And I was suffering that week. So let's continue on that week because I suffered really bad. That might be one of my worst. That was like my week of hell.
She was sucking the hind tit.
Oh, I was not even I was worse than that. I was like a flattened pancake on the ground. But I cried a lot.
You did actually.
That's when we did Mary's play, like Mary's Oasis, Mike's place.
Oh, that's coming, yeah.
Lord. Okay, this whole week too is probably gonna have to be its own episode.
It might have to be.
Yeah.
So Eagle Rock, we're leaving.
It was great.
We're in this giant open meadow hiking. It's hot. We're sweating our asses off.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we go into like this grove of these really ancient oak trees.
Oh, that was magical.
It really was.
I still remember it because it was that magical.
And it's heading towards Warner Springs.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is where Six Pack was finally going to hop off trail, wasn't it? With Warner Springs.
And we didn't get to say goodbye to him.
No.
And so that was a bummer. We really wanted to try to say goodbye to him and hike with Roy G because it was like we had kind of taken Roy G in as family and we'd all bonded and she was going to be by herself. So she was like, hey, I'd really love to hike with you guys for a bit after my dad leaves.
Yeah.
So we were kind of waiting for Roy G.
Six Pack basically entrusted Roy G's safety to us through the Jacintos.
Yeah.
It was our responsibility to make sure she survived, even though she's a grown woman.
Yeah. Yeah. So we had all bonded. And so I was like, where is Roy G? We have to make sure she's okay.
Yeah. And so we didn't get to say goodbye to Kurt, but he said goodbye to us because he left Modelo Cache just outside of Warner Springs under a bridge. Yeah.
And what was funny is we were really craving beer right then. Like for some reason, I don't know why, but we were like, man, we just wish we had some beer in this moment. And we even thought about in Warner Springs hitching or hiking to a gas station just to get beer. And then we decided against it and we continue on. And here lies this like whole cooler of Modelo's.
Well,
it was amazing.
It was amazing. It was a white cooler and it said, thank you, Roy G and Six Pack.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't full though, remember?
No,
there were only 2 left.
There were only 2 left.
One
which
apiece
we were like,
for us.
it was meant for us.
It was meant for us.
We've got to share these photos too. I don't know how we get this. We got to figure this out.
Such good photos.
They're such good photos. Anyway, we got to share these photos.
We got to do like a Dropbox folder that we can
could
share.
Do that. Also, we would love to hear if you want us to start a Patreon. Would you guys be interested in us sharing? Like if you paid $5 a month, would you want to see these photos and videos that we're talking about? Just a question because we thought about it. Yeah.
Huh.
Anyway, so we got our beers, which was epic.
We got our beers, and I recall Optimist sitting down really close to that beer cache, waiting for Roy G. Because after she said goodbye to her dad, she was going to hop back on trail, and he didn't want her to hop back on trail solo.
So he waited for her.
What a gentleman.
I know. Gentleman and a scholar.
And so we continued ahead. We found a cool campsite, and they caught up with us.
Well, we had already pitched by the time they caught up with us, but it wasn't that far after. It was like, dear God, these youngins, they're so quick on their feet.
I know, and she was hiking in a 6-pack of beer.
Yes, because that's right. She was going to bring us beer.
Whatever, 20-somethings.
We text her about anyway. She brought us beer that night. But in the process of that, weren't you like rinsing off in the creek or something and you heard a mountain lion?
Yeah, this was after they'd gotten there.
No, it was before, I thought.
No, they had gotten
Really?
there, and I was like, okay, nobody come down here. I'm going to go rinse off in the creek. And
wow, I don't remember that.
Yeah, all I used was sand and water, folks. I didn't use any soap because you're not really supposed to use
You shouldn't.
soap unless it's eco-friendly, biodegradable, yada, yada.
Yeah, note to self, don't use soap in rivers or lakes when you're bathing yourself.
Yeah, please don't. But anyways, so I was gritty as a mud skipper.
Mud skipper.
Yep.
Mud skipper. Sorry.
I was covered in sand and water and rinsing off, butt naked in the little creek. And I hear something in the woods, and I swear it sounded like a puma.
What did it sound like, Ben?
It sounded like heavy crinkling. So it could have been a deer at first, but I heard like a little low like growl sound.
Like a...
And I never saw anything, but I was like, puma, puma. That's what the back of my mind is saying. It's like, get the sand off your ass and get back up there.
Maybe it purred at you.
I don't
Maybe
think it was
like,
a purr.
You don't think it was a purr? You sure? You were naked, so it was probably like, oh, a purr.
It probably looked like a giant steak.
Then you came back to us and told us, did we name it?
We named it Mr. Tumnus.
Mr. Tumnus.
Yeah. So Mr. Tumnus from Chronicles of Narnia. He's a satyr, right? Or centaur? Satyr.
Centaur.
No, he's a satyr.
Centaur.
No, because centaurs are half horse, half human.
Goat.
He's half goat. It's a satyr. Uh-huh.
All the terms.
I know.
Okay. But he's half goat. We know that much. He's half goat, half human.
Yes. So we named the mountain lion Mr. Tumnus. And every time we heard other creatures in the woods going forward, we always called it Mr. Tumnus.
Mr. Tumnus. Well, I feel like I always called pumas that I thought were out there Mr. Tumnus.
Yeah, like it was stalking us the whole trail.
Like it followed us because it liked us. I had to think that in my head. Yeah. Anyway, so
You're special.
Well, you know, I've had a little bit of a beer tonight.
And you went down to the
frisky.
creek. You are frisky.
Am I?
This is the principal talking.
Oh. Oh God, no.
And you went and bathed off in the creek, and you were fine. You didn't hear shit.
I did?
Yeah.
Wow, I don't remember that.
You went after I did.
I blacked out.
Yeah. And
maybe it was after the beers. I don't know.
It could have been. But that was a good night. I remember doing like this really
we had a lot of fun.
Inventive rig with our lantern on trekking poles.
Yes. So we could have dinner out there while Roy G and Optimus were also making their dinner.
Yeah, we just sat out there and chatted, and it was a great
and
night.
Shoot the shit. And that's when I discovered the Thermarest blow up air. Thank you, Roy G. So for those of you who don't know, Thermarest has a pump that's 2 ounces. And I absolutely this is my luxury piece and I will carry it forever and ever. But you do need batteries with it.
Which makes it heavier than 2 ounces.
Right. Okay, fine. Maybe 4. But it takes 2 AAA batteries. And how much does a AAA battery? Okay, for those of you who really care, AAA batteries weigh 0.4 ounces.
About 0.4 ounces.
Okay. So this little mechanism blows up your Thermarest. And you don't have to blow it up yourself, which actually can leave you lightheaded. And I was blowing up 2 of ours while Wesley did our rainfly. So I was setting up the inside. This became our method of doing camp.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, blowing up the Thermarest is exhausting because I'm already really tired and I'm lightheaded after I'm done. I'm about to pass out. So Roy G says, well, have you ever heard of the Thermarest pump that she was pumping her mat up with? I'm like, what? It was a game changer. I will never, ever let go of that thing. Ever.
It's true.
I don't care what we do.
You've been very devoted to that.
It's
that little pump the whole time.
Yeah. So it's 2.8 ounces on trail with batteries. It's worth it. Absolutely. Anyway.
I want to weigh it now.
I know you do.
Yeah.
We will. We'll weigh it.
Does a fully charged battery weigh more than an empty battery?
Don't know the
That's
answer.
a great question.
Well, does it drain? Well, does weight come out of electricity? Wait, what's in a battery?
It's a flow of electrons.
So is that weight?
I think it has to do with charges.
Well, does that then have weight?
I think it would be a millionth of a decimal place.
So then if you're using the battery, does weight come out of it?
I think it's negligible. Our little scale that goes to like the 10th decimal place would not be able to pick it up. Yeah.
What an interesting thought.
That's a great thought, though. These are things that I pondered when I hiked behind
Because you've
you.
become an ultralight hiker.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so moving on to the next day. Is
We
this
got
Mike's place?
We got to Mike's place.
Now, okay, this was beautiful. It was a beautiful day, but it was hot as fuck.
It really was hot. And before we got to Mike's place, where they have these huge water tanks, we got to a water. It wasn't a cistern. It was a tank above a creek. But the creek was about 50 feet straight downhill. And this is where we first became familiar with GUP engineering.
Oh, GUP! Yes.
So this water tank was completely empty. Not a drop came out. But there was a little tiny creek, again, 50 feet downhill. And he had constructed a dam with rocks and other random forest debris. And there was like a leaf, like siphon, like right in the center. Just enough drop for you to be able to like fill up a water bottle halfway, or your Canuck, not a sea knock, your Canuck bladder.
Canuck.
And yeah, we all sat there and grabbed what water we could.
And didn't we talk about rattlesnakes?
Had some snacks, and we're talking about rattlesnakes. Yeah.
Not to be confused with Mike's Place tanks. This is a tank before Mike's Place that like, and you're doing, I mean, it's so hot out there. And I don't even know how many miles that was before Mike's Place, but it was like
the middle of the desert.
It was in the middle of the desert, and you needed water, period. If we didn't have that water, I think I would have started hallucinating before we got to Mike's Place. Mm-hmm. So sweet GUP. Thank you, GUP. Who was an engineer, right? Wasn't that?
He was an engineer. Yeah.
He was an engineer, yeah.
Or still is an engineer.
Yeah. I mean, it was brilliant. Like, he helped us all, and we called it GUP's Dam.
GUP's Engineering at GUP's Dam.
It was great.
Yep. Formed March X 2022.
March 15th. No, March 16th.
March 16th, 2022. GUP Engineering.
If you guys think we're really smart, I want you to know we have Wesley's computer up and we're looking at all of the pictures.
Yeah, I'm very organized, and I have them all in daily like photo folders.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we're looking at to remember what we've done.
Yeah. And then we went to Mike's Place. This is great.
Oh, Mike's Place.
This is where we met Chief.
Such an interesting place. We get to Mike's Place, and there are all these other hikers there. Like
all the people we knew.
All the people we knew and had been hiking.
I mean, we were like the last, of course, because I created us being the last all the time.
Yeah.
So all of our friends were already there.
We hiked a little bit slower.
So
it's okay.
So Roy G was there. Tumbleweed, Cougar Zero, Razor.
Deuces, Optimus.
And then Chief.
The usuals.
Was Raccoon there?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Where was Raccoon?
I don't know, but this guy named Chief was there. He looked young, but apparently he was well known amongst the other hikers.
What's our friends?
And he, for some reason, asked us if he had added too much bleach to his little water bottle.
Chief!
He added a few drops of bleach to his water, but he didn't have a liter water bottle. He had one of the 750 milliliter smart water bottles, and he added way too many drops of bleach because his water was yellow.
But my favorite thing about all of this is we're all sitting there. It's so hot. We're trying to get in the shade and drink water. And Chief's like, all right, I'm gonna leave now. He's 19 years old, right? So he's like, all right, I'm gonna go. And he gets up and he looks at all of us laying there in the shade with his yellow bottle. And he's like, do you think I put too much bleach in this? It was the way he said it. It was the timing. It was everything.
Like, yep, you sure did.
Yeah. But hey, at least it's clean.
Well, at least he had purified water. He might have burned his insides too, but
but I guess he was fine because he continued on.
I guess he was all right with it.
So yeah, but we were the last to leave Mike's Place. Everybody
we're the last to leave. They'd all gotten their water from the tank.
And they were heading out. We all had decided on campsites too, kind of where we were going to go.
Yeah, there was one more climb after Mike's Place, and the campsite was on the descent after that climb.
Yeah, and it was getting late. The sun was starting to go down.
So we get all of our junk together, and we're leaving Mike's Place. And this old
Buick. It was a green Buick.
pulls up on this random dirt road.
Like random.
And
It's a dirt road. It's not a gravel road. It's
Yeah.
not even a paved road.
It's a dirt road.
It's a dirt Forest Service road.
And there's a white guy
with
driving
a mustache.
with waxed handlebar mustache. With a waxed handlebar mustache. And he got out and he's like, "Hey, you guys want some beer or some whiskey?"
No, before that, he had his windows down and yelled out the car.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah. He's like, "You want some whiskey? You want some beer?" No, he said Everclear.
Was Everclear his presentation? Was that the first pitch?
Maybe it wasn't the first pitch, but I remember him saying whiskey, and we were like, "No." And he was like, "You want some beer?" And we were like, "Well, we could take some beer." And then he got out. So he's like, "Well, I can do that."
To let you know, I'm the one who said we'll take some beer because I knew it was a sealed container.
That's what it was.
He could have put who knows what in the whiskey or the Everclear.
Ungodly things, yes.
But this guy, his name was Guino. Guino.
And he got out when you said, "We'll take some beer."
He got out and he opens his trunk, and the beer and the whiskey and the Everclear are buried under a shit ton of hiking equipment.
Like pillows
in his trunk.
Bags.
And he's just like throwing it around. I'm like, who drives around with beer, whiskey, and Everclear? What a combination.
It's the most random thing I've ever seen.
And so he hands each of us a beer, and then he pulls a third one out and cracks it open. And I'm like, shit. He
wants to talk.
Like, we can't sit here and talk to homie because we got to get to camp.
Like, we got to go. The sun's going down. We got to set up camp.
Yeah. And so we get the beers, just 2 Budweisers. I remember them very specifically.
And he leaned on the card, too, like he was ready to chat it up. He's like, "Oh, who are you guys?"
We were about to have a bro chat.
Yeah.
Is what was about to happen.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, who are you guys?" And we're like, "Oh, we're Yeti Legs and Basecamp."
Yeah.
And then we're like, "Well, we got to go."
We gracefully bow out, but we take the beer, and he's just like left there propped up against his car.
I think he even said, "You sure you guys don't want any Everclear?"
I'm like, good Lord, no. If we had any wounds, I would have taken that to clean them, but I wouldn't drink that shit. Everclear would be a great antiseptic.
Yeah,
it would be.
It's so high alcohol, right?
And we start our climb, and at the top of the climb, it was really an uneventful climb, but at the top were Butcher and his son.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget how the conversation came up, but he mentioned how his son is always carrying 6 to 7 liters of water.
Ungodly amounts of water.
And I was like, I have a great name, Water Boy.
You've been thinking of it too, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because we had also talked to them at Montezuma about all this. Like, this was conversations we'd had on the trail.
So Water Boy was knighted on that little
that night. It was beautiful. It was overlooking like a beautiful view.
It's pretty epic.
It was a beautiful view.
But it was windy up there though.
I bet it was that night. We didn't stay there though. We went down the hill.
We went down the hill with our Budweisers in our hand. I mean, liquid carbohydrates. Why not?
It was perfect.
We got to the camp where all the other hikers were probably an hour later.
And there was no room at the end.
There was no room at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
So we climbed a little bit back uphill and pitched in a big open spot. And there were holes all over the damn place.
I was super paranoid.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was rattlesnake den holes.
Yeah. But nothing came out that night.
It was too cold, I think.
Could have been tarantula holes.
Oh, God. No, I thought tarantulas were in NorCal. Are they in SoCal?
I don't know. We'll have to look that up later. Rattlesnake holes. But no, we were good that night.
But what's funny, though, is I kept having dreams that night that rattlesnakes were coming out of the hole and, like, poking our tent. We're going to, like, attack when I opened the door.
Mm-hmm.
I kept having dreams about it.
We said it was analogous to Tremors, the movie with all the worm things.
Tremors.
Uh-huh.
We couldn't figure it out when we were on our like talk. We were like, what is that movie?
We were struggling.
Yeah. But Tremors is the movie we were thinking of where they come out of their hole.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a day. That was a good day. It was a fun day.
It was a very interesting day. The next day was probably your worst day on trail.
Is this the Mary's day?
Yeah, this is Mary's place.
I hated that day. Mary's Oasis truly was an oasis.
This was the Vortex from Hell day.
This was that day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I tripped and scraped up my leg pretty bad.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was like at least 95 degrees that day.
At least.
No shade at all. And we kept going around the bend of the rock, and I swear it looked like we were in the same rock. Like it was just, it never changed.
Yeah, it's like you copy and pasted one picture and just put it on the next scene.
Yeah.
And it's just rinse and repeat over and over and over and over. And
Yeah.
over.
So we said if hell existed, then this is what hell would feel like.
It's one of the 7 levels.
7 levels of hell. It's a
Yeah.
vortex from hell, literally. Like, this is how you would torment people. You
And
had no shade at all.
and I remember Gup saying that whenever he was on that stretch, he thought several times, just take me. And he was just about to jump off the cliff.
I felt so much better about my life that day because I truly lost it. Like, I sat down on a rock before we got to Mary's Oasis, and I was like, I can't go any further. Like, I started crying. I was like, I'm so weak. I'm so tired. I cannot keep going.
That was one of the few times that I had to lead us.
Yeah, you did, because I literally could not focus.
You were on autopilot at that point.
I was so dizzy. I was about to pass out.
I think you were water and salt deprived.
I was salt deficient for sure.
Yeah.
And I didn't have enough salt, and I didn't know that. I couldn't problem solve that. I didn't have enough sugar either.
No, you didn't.
I didn't have enough sugar because I didn't realize I needed sugar in my body at that point.
You learn real quick.
Learned real fast. And then we get, thank God, to Mary's Oasis, and I started crying again. And all of our friends are there, and they're like cheering us in like it's a finish line.
Yeah.
Remember that?
There's a water tank there, and they're cheering us in. There was like an ongoing joke out there that we were always sweeping the trail. So like in an ultra race, after the race, the sweeper runs the whole thing again and picks up all the flags and all the ribbons. Make sure
there's nobody that's like passed out on the side of the trail.
So we were always the sweepers.
We were just making sure everybody was okay. But you know who we met during that time that we forgot?
Google. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Google.
Out in the midst of the heat in the desert.
He was trolloping.
He could have been a mirage for all we knew until he actually showed up again. He was real.
Yeah, because I thought he was a mirage. I was like, was he real?
Yeah.
Because he like said hi to us and bye to us, and he ran.
He was running in the desert.
He was running down the mountain.
And then he was gone. And then we find him again. He stopped in the middle of the trail staring at an indigo snake.
There was a snake, and he freaked out. He's like, there's a snake. And I was like, it's not a rattlesnake. He's like, how do you know?
He was just staring at it. And we just like walked behind it, and it was fine. It's minded its own business.
Oh.
And then he showed up at Mary's place.
And that's where he pitched his tent.
Mary's Oasis.
Yeah. And that's where he pitched his tent. But he's a funny character.
Hey, Google.
Google.
He's a cook.
I know. Yeah, he's an actual chef. But we continue on with Hey Google. But our interaction with him at the beginning was really funny. I was like, did we chase him away? Because he ran away from us.
We connected because I noticed a tattoo he had.
Yeah.
There's this video game called Dead Space, and in the game there's this like giant like spire thing. It's what causes all of the mayhem and evil in the game. But anyways, he had a tattoo of that spire, and I was like, hey, I know that, and that's how we got to talking to him. Yeah, it's kind of great.
It was funny, but he ran away from us. I was like, what? That was weird.
He ran away, and then somehow he shows back up at Mary's Oasis, and we thought he was way ahead.
It was weird. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but
I don't know. He must have been taking a break.
He took a break, I guess, and we passed him, and that's what happened. But then, thank God for Mary's Oasis. We got water. We like reset, and then we decided to leave Mary's Oasis and find another place to camp. That's when you'll see a picture of me where I'm like Maria in The Sound of Music, like The Hills Are Alive. And really, that was a shitty ass day, but that night ended really well.
It ended really well. We hiked to the campsites with Deuces.
And, oh yeah, it was good.
And he broke off, and we camped by ourselves that night. Yeah. But the sunset was
gorgeous.
It was fire.
Yeah, that was
beautiful.
It was one of those days where you're like, man, am I like, okay, let me just give my process for this as an emotional area of myself. Is that day I was like, am I actually cut out to do this? Can I really actually be a thru hiker? Because I am sucking so bad, and I'm in so much pain, and my mental space is in such a bad place. No one else out here seems to be struggling like I am. Like, I'm really struggling. Like, I can't take another step. And I get to Mary's Oasis, and then all of a sudden I start hearing Gup telling me what a horrible day he had. And then I start hearing Deuces telling me what a horrible day he had. How he's like jumping from shade to shade just so he didn't like smolter. And it was just so encouraging. Like, I would encourage you guys, if you're a thru hiker, be honest the people around you, because we're all having a shitty day at some point, and we're not alone. Like, everybody has a hard day, and the people around you may be actually asking themselves, why am I here? And that actually might be what takes them off trail.
Yep.
And so just be honest with the people around you and tell them you're having a hard day too, because that's what will bring you closer and bond you.
And honesty can be humorous.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny sometimes.
Is it?
Yeah.
It wasn't funny that day.
It was not funny that day. No. But it can be.
It's funny now.
It's funny retrospectively, because you're like, wow, that was some crazy BS that we went through.
Oh my God, it was crazy.
And then you just laugh it off.
Yeah. And you know what I found out about that spot?
Mhm.
A woman had passed away there from dehydration like a year or two before.
Wait.
Do you remember?
Was it?
I didn't know about that until like a month or two in.
Who was it that said they kept seeing skulls in that section?
I don't know. I don't remember.
It was Decades.
Was it Decades?
He
Was
said-
it Decades who told us about that too?
Yes.
Yeah.
So later on in the trail, we meet a guy named Decades.
Who's amazing.
And he hiked the same exact stretch, and he said that he kept seeing like the faces of skulls made out of different objects along that stretch of trail.
And then he found out that someone had passed away right at that spot around Mary's Oasis.
Yeah.
She passed away from dehydration.
Yeah.
And that's a real thing out there, you guys, is you have to check in with your body. If your body is passing out or going dizzy, there's a reason. Like, you need to find shade and cool your body temp down. You need to get salt in your body. You need to like get more water. Like, there's just so many things happening to you, and you have to listen to yourself and not think, oh, I'm just crazy, or oh, something like I'm just needy or whatever. Like, no, your body is telling you something for a reason, and that's really important.
Preach it.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
what I learned on trail, at least.
That's today's takeaway message. Listen to your body.
Listen to your body. Yeah.
And go the distance.
Yeah. Those are two good taglines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the fiery sunset that night
Was gorgeous.
and then we were stoked to wake up the next day
because
we were getting into the Paradise Valley Cafe.
pancakes. Oh my
Pancakes.
gosh. We were so excited. I was so excited.
It-
After all that shit.
Was it like 5 or 6 miles?
Yeah, it wasn't far.
from camp
Oh my gosh, it wasn't far.
to the road, which is then another mile to Paradise Valley Cafe.
Yeah, which we didn't care.
She had, how heavy was your pack?
Probably at that point 35 pounds.
She was running with
I was
it.
running.
She was running
I was
to the
so-
cafe.
So excited.
You had those hunger pangs, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. And we got into Paradise Valley Cafe.
And we had breakfast of like pancakes, waffles,
It was
biscuits and gravy, eggs, sausage, all
so
the beverages.
wonderful.
We had orange juice, coffee, water, beer.
Everything.
Yeah, we had beer for breakfast. Why not?
Mhm.
This was our first attempt at hitching.
Yeah, this was our first hitchhiking experience, which actually was really good.
There's not much else around Paradise Valley Cafe. So what you do is you typically hitch into the town of Idyllwild, which is like the second town along the trail. It's kind of like a cool mountainy log cabin town. And we're trying to hitch. We have a few of our hiker friends trying to hitch by the stoplight.
And then we go further in.
We go back further so people have time to see us and stop before the stoplight.
Didn't Decades give us that feedback before he left?
Decades told us to get around the bend.
That's what he said. So Sweet
Yeah.
Decades, who we just met,
Yep.
was like hiking back out.
He was hiking back out to go through the Jacintos.
Yeah. And he's like, hey, you should get around this bend so people can see you.
And it sounded like sage advice.
Because he is
He was a
a
sage,
wise
a sensei.
sensei.
And so we do. We go around the bend and we stick our thumbs up, and 3, 4, 5 cars go by. And then
All of a sudden,
this massive, beautiful Mercedes
Oh.
Sprinter van pulls over.
couldn't believe it.
It pulls over really in between where we were and where our other hiker friends were. And we're like jumping for joy. We start to run towards the van, and our other friends are looking at us like, holy crap, they got a hitch.
So we're like,
So we asked the driver,
Hey.
like, hey, can you fit a few more?
he's like, sure.
And so we motioned for him to come over. We all get in the van.
And it's a not built out van. It's like open. It hasn't been built out yet.
Yeah, so Sprinter van completely empty in the back.
Mhm.
So everyone gets in the back except for me. I get in the front seat, the driver's seat. And everyone in the back is talking, and I'm talking to the driver up front. I have no idea who this guy is. And we're just shooting the breeze. And he's like, "Oh, have you ever heard of Jake and Logan Paul?" And I'm like, "No, I've never heard of them. Who are they?" They're like, "Anyway, they're like influencers online, but they're my sons." And I'm like, "Oh, well, that's cool." And so I turn around and I'm like, "Hey, does anyone back here know who Jake and Logan Paul are?" And
Hey Google.
and Optimus was in the back. He's like, "Oh yeah." And then Hey Google was also in the back.
And
And
he
he's like,
goes,
"Oh yeah, fuck
"Fuck
those
those guys."
guys." And I'm like,
Oh
"Well, this is their father."
shit.
And he was cool as
Which I'm
cool as a
sure
cucumber
he's
about
heard
this.
like a million things about his sons, but
So yeah, we got a hitch from Jake and Logan Paul's dad.
yeah, it
He
was
gave
fun.
all 6 of us a lift,
He was so nice.
and he would only take enough money to buy a 6-pack of beer on the drive back.
He said no at first, but I'm sure he was like, all right, these hikers want to give me something. So, yeah, because it was a long drive.
So we got into Idyllwild. We checked into a room that you had booked, but
Oh, it was a gift from God.
my awesome Aunt Janice
Oh, thank you, Aunt Janice. Oh my gosh.
paid for it.
Just because it was for my birthday.
For your birthday.
That's what it was. Yeah. She was like, "Oh, you guys, I didn't give you a birthday gift. Here's a little birthday gift for you."
Mm.
And she sent us some money, and man, was that a gift. That lodge.
We had it for 2 nights.
Oh, fireplace, bathtub, king size bed.
Uh-huh.
It was everything I could have asked for.
It was everything that we needed.
Everything. And then we everybody else in our tramley at that point was right beside us in this bigger unit where they had a kitchen. So we all got to hang out, cook dinners together.
Yeah. So this is day 13 that we finally got to Idyllwild. And we get there, we check into our lodging, we give them all of our filthy, disgusting, stinky clothes, and they wash them for a small fee.
Mm-hmm.
And we put on loaner clothes, and we walked around town. And that's when we met the mayor of Idyllwild.
Oh, Mayor Max.
It's a beautiful old golden
retriever. It was so sweet.
So the first night that we get to Idyllwild, day 13, we end up going to the Idyllwild brew pub. We have a really crappy interaction with the waitress there, which I don't want to ruin the podcast episode by talking about all that garbage, but
no, I want to talk about it.
Okay, go ahead.
We can talk about it next time.
No, do it now.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay. So this was our first experience. I have not ever experienced this. And I'm so sad that now I'm realizing people have experienced this based off your color or based off of the way you dress or whatever.
And we were given the cold shoulder.
So I wouldn't even say we were isolated.
Mistreated.
Because it looked like, so Deuces and Hey Google were with us, but we did not look because they had their backpacks with them still.
Yeah.
Because they hadn't checked in yet. And so I'd hate to even assume this, but based off of someone on the outside, I would assume they're hikers or something like that. And we didn't have nice clothes on. We had on loaner clothes. I had on boy shorts and Crocs. And when we got there, we literally, I just wanted food. I was so hungry. I was starving. It's 5 p.m. at night or something. And I just want food and I want a beer. Mm-hmm. And our server, she comes by and she's like, "What do you guys want?" And I'm like, "Can we just, I'd really like to sample, can we sample a couple of your beers?" She's like, "Sure." Well, 10 or 15 minutes later, she comes back with the samples. 10 or 15 minutes later. And I'm like, you know what? She might be busy. We're outside on the porch. So I just assumed that, she's outside. It's a porch. There's a lot going on. I've been a server in my life. You get really busy and overwhelmed, right?
Yeah.
So 10, 15 minutes goes by. We try samples. She left. She didn't even ask us then if that's what we wanted. All of us did this. 10 or 15 more minutes go by. And she comes back. And she's like, "Hey, did you guys want any beer?" And I'm like, "Yes." Can we get these beers? Mm-hmm. And we get the beers we ordered, whatever. 10 more minutes goes by. We finally maybe get the beers 10 or 15 more minutes later. 45 minutes has gone by. We finally get our beers.
We never even saw a food menu.
She never even asked us if we wanted food.
Yeah.
And we didn't even have time to ask her for a food menu because she would literally come in and in 5 seconds she was gone. She wouldn't even make eye contact with us. It was very weird. It was very strange. And even like Deuces, I think and Hey Google were like, I mean, maybe she's just really busy. And by this point, 45 minutes later, I'm like, fuck no, she's not. Like, what is happening around me? And I look around, and the table beside us that had gotten sat after us, she's actually bringing their food out, and she's laughing with them. She's joking with them, and she's standing there with them for a few minutes. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And I am hangry as all get up. Like, I am hangry. And I'm like, I cannot believe this is happening right now. Like, the dragon in me has come out by this point.
Mm-hmm.
And Wesley is like, I didn't even get the right beer. They didn't even give him the right beer 45 minutes later.
Yeah.
She put the wrong beer order in. So I am like starting to shake. I'm so angry. And so finally, she never even comes to our table. We wait 10 more minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I am hungry. And so we've decided by this point, we're going to go to the pizza place right across the street.
Yeah. Our other hiker peeps are there. They're like, oh, yeah, it's great here. The food's cheap.
Great,
People are
yeah.
friendly, whatever.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh my God, let's just leave this place. And so we have to find someone to give us our tab. And we find this guy who they give us our tab. And we had said like, hey, he got the wrong beer. So can you just take it off our tab? Well, our server comes back with our receipt. And she just leaves. She doesn't even say, like, she doesn't even want to cash out with us. It was the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
And we look at the receipt, and sure enough, that wrong beer is on there. Like, Wesley didn't even drink a beer there.
And I mean, the beer was like $8, but it was like 25% of our bill.
It was moral of the principle. And so I'm like, oh my God, that's it. Because Wesley's like, here comes the dragon. Like, he looks at Deuces and Hey Google, and he's like, you have not seen this.
Like, here it comes.
I was livid. So I grabbed the receipt. I am seeing red. And I go over to these two servers on the side who are just talking. They're not even serving anyone.
And this is the problem with this place, because every time that we had to ask another server who wasn't ours for assistance, they would say, ask your server.
So I have grabbed this receipt. I'm like, I just want to get the fuck out of here. I just want to eat food. And here's these two servers. And I look at them and I'm like, we just want to get out of here. I need someone to fix this so that we can get out of here. We want to just leave. And one of them looks at me and goes, you need to talk to your server about that. And I went, if I could find our server, I would fix this right now. I was so mad. So one of the servers grabs the receipt. I don't know what happened. All I know is we left cash and we left. Like, I was like, I am so over this place that I cannot handle this anymore, because our server won't even look us in the eye. And I was giving her the benefit of the doubt until I saw her beside our table, laughing and cutting up with the group beside us, giving them food while we were waiting to be served. Like, oh, that just lit my fire.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, this is a really sad moment where she could have actually made money from us, but she didn't even give us the time of day because she just assumed.
Yeah, she just assumed that we were hiker. I mean, we were hiker trash at that point, but we were just there to take and not give anything back.
Right. And we would have.
Yeah.
Like, we want to tip our servers. We want to give back to the community. And we're going to eat a lot and drink a lot. Yeah. And so you didn't even give us the opportunity to give you that. So that's my Idyllwild moment of true, like, pissed off pain.
What? Okay. But we went to the pizza joint.
It was amazing.
Right next door, and it was awesome.
It was great.
We got chicken wings, pizza, all the beer pitchers that we ever wanted. And
yeah, they were great.
The rest of the day was just blissful.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
And we went to sleep and slept hard because we were just so tired from the last 2 weeks.
And had sex, probably.
Probably. What a lovely fireplace.
What a lovely fireplace.
And then the last day of week 2, it's our second zero. We took a zero in Idyllwild.
Yeah.
We had a few objectives for the day. One, we needed to get Marie, aka Basecamp at this point,
a sun shirt.
A sun shirt and sun gloves, because she didn't have any at this point.
I decided not to get them, and I regret that forever.
Yeah. We had to do a food resupply, and we were looking for some Nepalese prayer flags.
Oh, yeah, because of Basecamp.
Because of Basecamp. We thought it would just be the perfect gimmick.
Which is funny because Wesley carried our prayer flags.
Yeah. I wrapped them around my pack and then my poles.
We did find. But
so we found those prayer flags. We did our food resupply. We got her the gear that she needed. And then we went to lunch at the Was it the sawmill?
The burger
The
place.
lumber mill. That
The
was
lumber
it.
mill. It was a
Or
burger
lumberjack.
place. Yeah.
Something like that.
And we ate there and we had amazing burgers. We got to know these two guys that like heard we were doing the PCT, overheard us talking.
Mm-hmm.
And like, come to find out at the end of being done, we were like, hey, can we have the bill? And the guys had paid for our bill.
Yeah.
It was so sweet.
They'd covered our bill.
It was really sweet.
That was, well, I guess other than the Guino episode where he gave us beers.
That was our
first like true trail magic.
In a town.
Yeah, in a town.
It was really sweet. And then that's when we ran into Sam and Mariah. Was that day. And they were like, hey, we're grilling out, having dinner.
We all did a giant cookout and we all like purchased different things and Hey Google was the cook.
Yeah, he was the chef.
Yeah, so we made like a guacamole, some brats, he toasted buns.
It was amazing.
It was a great just hangout night. All of us sat out there, ate. Optimist was sitting there eating a sausage dog and like a comatose state.
He loves his sausage.
He loves his saucy song. I hope you hear that.
We have a great photo of him, actually.
Yeah, we'll post that at
somewhere.
Some point soon.
But anyway, that was a good day.
And then after we all ate, we went inside and we had a powwow.
Oh yeah.
Because we were all going into the Jacintos, and we kind of formed like this little group explaining what we're gonna do, how you handle an ice axe, etc., etc. And I think me, you, and Optimus kind of led that.
Yeah, and for like anyone that hadn't been through snow before, we wanted to give them some like pointers on when you're dealing with snow, because some of these people had never even gone through snow or hiked through snow before, and we were going through the Apache Peaks in snow. And these are straight drop-offs. These are not just hiking up a pass. These are drop-offs. So it was just very, very, okay, here's what we need to do if someone feels unsafe, or how do we walk each other through this section. And we wanted everyone to feel safe. That was the biggest thing about the San Jacintos, is we need to go through this as a group and check in on everybody that we're going through it with. Make sure everybody's safe. Someone isn't left behind.
Mm-hmm.
If someone's left behind, are they okay? You know, like, do we have everybody's Garmin? And so,
And even if it was overkill, we still had a system in place.
We had a system. And that's what I would encourage all of you. You need a system. If you're going through the Sierras, if you're going through the San Jacintos, even at this point in the year, you need a system in place where you have people you're talking to. Absolutely. Please do not go through these sections alone. You should not go through these sections alone. The mom in me is like, please, dear God, don't do that to yourself.
Yeah, we almost called her Mama Bear.
Yeah, that was close. But Mama Bear, is taken by Mama Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after our powwow,
we went to bed, right?
We went to bed.
Well, we had sex, probably.
You love,
you love
telling everybody when we're having sex, don't you?
Because people need to understand, like, we probably only had sex in towns most of the time.
It was true.
Because we were dirty and tired. I mean, because sex was a highlight.
We were dirty.
It was a part of the process.
Yes, you need to practice great hygiene whenever you're doing adult things.
To not get a UTI.
And now on that is concluding our week 2 updates. I want to play you a little bit of Go the Distance. House will chill when they see my fears. So there's your little teaser for Go the Distance.
Now go listen to it.
And if you think we should do a Patreon, what would you want?
What would you want to see?
That?
Yeah.
If you're paying, even $5 a month is really nothing in the grand scheme of things, but that's still you kind of committing into the podcast. What extra juiciness would you like?
Yeah. Okay, you guys, and I hope you enjoy.
Bye.
Bye. Well, everyone, we hope you're enjoying our podcast.
Yeti.
Walks into Basecamp. We're your hosts. I'm Basecamp.
And I'm Yeti Legs. If you enjoy this podcast, please let us know in the comments below. Or you can also shoot us an email to our podcast, YetiWalksIntoBasecamp@gmail.com. So it's just the name of our podcast, all together, all lowercase. We look forward to hearing from you. And if you do enjoy our episodes, please be sure to like and subscribe. And if there are any pertinent links or other information that you're interested in from the episode, just find that in the show notes below.
Yes, and so also wanted to give a shout out and a thank you to Ryan G for our intro and Bradley Black for our outro.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. And as we like to say in the hiking community,
Happy trails.